If you're a lawyer, you probably think the day doesn't belong to you. And you walk into the office, by 9 a.m. it seems to have gone. Client calls, partner demands, court dates, staff questions, emails, they can't wait. You finish the day busy and wonder what you actually got done. Well, I found something that fixed this for me, and you can see it on the screen now. In my agency, it's not a planner, not a to-do list app. It's an actual operating system for your day. I'm going to show you inside it right now. So it's called the Operator Standard app. And this is it was built by Andy Frisella. Yep, that's Andy Frisella, the 75 hard guy. It's not 75 hard. This is a daily system you live in permanently. And the dashboard is the first thing you see. So this is what you see. And it tells you whether you're winning or losing the day. Not in theory, in reality. Your streak is right here. Your strikes are right here. You don't have to wonder if you're on track. The app tells you. And when you see a streak building, you do not want to break it. That's the whole point of it. So I'll give you an idea of what it looks like. So they're the tasks. I've set them for a lawyer, what it would look like. And you can see you can actually have a chat. It's all links to your vision and mission and goals. So you could give me a mindset shift, break down a goal, update the goals, business coaching and all that, which is excellent. And then I'll move to the next, so their daily briefing. And this is what you see in the daily briefing. And it's something you see every morning. It gives you the briefing, your plan, your tasks, your calendar, what's to be, all in one place. You don't decide what to focus on after you've been interrupted. You decide before the day starts touching you. For a lawyer, this is the difference between running your day and the day running you. And you can see there the critical tasks, which I'll talk about in a minute. And the task itself, so if you look at the tasks, I've put in some tasks there that are related to family lawyers. And there's my daughter messaging me right now. So you've got example, some of the tasks could be related to, so think about 5 tasks that will move the needle to your overall goal success. So let's say when you set it up, you wanted to earn 10, 20 million and you wanted to recruit 15 staff and you wanted to be, seeing this many clients. You would kind of position it in a way that was related to that would move the needle to push you closer to that. If you were having certain success in certain areas, you can remove those from the task. But it could be a 10, putting in there 10-1 court hearing for Brown custody case, review 1 client case for Smith, consult with 1 new client regarding prenuptial agreement, research 3 recent family law precedents and child support, draft 1 divorce settlement agreement for Doe family, which is a make-up name. Then you could ancillary tasks, which are, my daughter gets home today, give her a big hug and say thank you, something like that. It could be also, I need to work on some outside of activities for myself, look at a list of stuff. So the non-important, but still important things you might want to put in there. And then once you've got your tasks, the idea is you tick them off. So if I was to select that one there, you could see I've got 50 points. And then you select them all off by the day. It will generally ask you by the end of the night, have you actually completed your task and so forth for that day. And then there's an actual journal, which I really like as well. So you've got your journal, and you could put in that journal, how would a CEO of a $50 million act in response to, or in running a family law firm that needed to achieve X, Y, Z. And it just gets you in that right mindset to think like a $50 million, $100 million business or whatever it is you want to be doing. And they always say that it's good to write, good things, and it's good to write about the wins that you had the day before, or some of the challenges you had and what you think you can do, which I think is a great thing to sort of sit down and have some quiet time. Well, it is for me anyway. And then you've got the goals. So you might have, this is the part that changed things for me the most. You set your, I can't go in there because it's got my personal goals, but you set your goals at a macro level, your ultimate vision for your firm, your life, your income, then AI. It's called Arcane, and it breaks those goals down into phases, then into daily tasks. And it remembers everything. So you're not just grinding, you're grinding in the exact right direction. Every daily task connects to a bigger goal. The AI remembers your progress, adjusts and keeps you moving, which I love. I've achieved more with this than without it, full stop, because took my work ethic and gave it structure, macro vision down to micro execution. That's the gap like most lawyers have. They can see the big picture, but can't lose the distance between today and that big picture. And then you can move into the actual groups itself. So you can actually have crews, and you can actually join groups. They're the actual notifications that might be, what are happening in the day and the groups that you're a part of. And you can get in topics, and you can also explore different topics. So you could be in content creation, wealth building, and it's unlike Facebook. It is a social media group, but it's just full of people with like-minded goals and all that live the operator standard, which I won't go into, and I actually talk a bit about it another time. And the crews you can join, you can even start your own groups as well, and you can be a leader of those groups. You can get people together. And actually, if someone would like to get involved and create a group and work together on the app, leave a comment, and I'd love to explore that with people out there and get them involved. So, just shortly, the operator standard itself, it's a code, a set of expectations you hold yourself to daily, not a motivation. Motivation fades, a standard. You don't rise to your goals, you fall to your standard. This app forces your standard up. And I've been using this for a while now. It's taken my focus, my accountability, and my output to a level I wasn't hitting on my own. If you're a lawyer and your day keeps getting away from you, this is how you take it back. There's a link in the description. If you want to try it out, use that link. It supports the channel. If you don't, that's fine too. But if you're tired of finishing, busy days and nothing to show for it, do a trial, have a system, or message me and I can send you some more information. It's not another app, it's a standard. And, if you want to win the day, every day, that's the standard. Get on it.